Hello guys, my name is Mama Hafiy bin Shaiful Adlin, purchase number 17 DTK F1045, and today I will do some review for this phone, which is Redmi Note 11S. So basically this phone has been released in 9 February 2022, and there are three variants of this phone, three types of this phone, which is we have Redmi Note 11, Redmi Note 11S, and last but not least we have Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G. Okay, then the price range for this phone is around 899 ringgit until 999 ringgit. So now let's go to the close-up and let's go. Okay, so first of all let me tell about the display of this phone. This phone has been the display for this phone is 6.43 inch, and it also built with AMOLED display with 90Hz. So this phone has been built in with Android 11 and been run with OS which is MIUI 13. So this phone also, the chipset of this phone was MediaTek Helio G96. And for your information, this chipset was one of the best chipset for the mid-range phone. So this phone has come with two variants of RAM and ROM, which is 6GB of RAM and 8GB of RAM, and 64GB of ROM, and 1 to 8GB of ROM. So now let's change to the camera. Basically for the camera, it has 4 cameras, which is here you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. So basically here was the main camera, here is the ultra wide camera, and then here we have micro camera, and here was the depth sensor. So for the main camera, the camera was 108 megapixel, the ultra wide was 8 megapixel, micro 2 megapixel, and the depth sensor was 2 megapixel. And this phone can record around 180p and 30 fps. So now we change to the detail for selfie camera, which is you guys can see here. The selfie camera was built in with 16 megapixel, and the video that this camera support was 180p and 30 fps. So it's not a bit different for the video between the selfie camera and the main camera. So for the sound of this phone, actually this phone has been built in with 2 stereo speakers, which is at the bottom and at the top, and they also provide headphone jack. So the battery capacity for this phone was 5000 mAh, and it also it can support fast charging until 33 watt, and it also been provided in the box. Okay, then basically a lot of phones have their own special features. So for this phone, it actually has a lot of special features, but the main special features for this phone is three of them, which is you have game boost, game turbo, IR blaster, and second space. Okay, for the game turbo, it will boost the performance of your phone, so your phone will not be lagging or drop FPS or something like that. Then we have IR blaster, which is you guys can see here. For the IR blaster, it actually is something like remote control, something like that. You can change TV or something. And then we have second space, which is the second space is actually something like you guys download the app, and then you can mirroring the app. So you guys doesn't need to download another app to mirroring the app. So it already built in this phone. Okay, I think that's all for the detail. So okay, just 10 we just review about this phone. So now I think you guys can judge by your own within this one was worth it to buy, with the price range around 899 ringgit until 999 ringgit. So for me, I think this phone was good enough for maybe light gaming, and then do some, for students we have assignment, right? So I think it's good enough to do some light assignment, and I think that's all for me, and see you guys when I see you. Bye bye.
Hello, my name is Bahij Afham bin Zuhaimi. My matrix number is 17DTK21F1049. Today, I will make a review, the phone review that is from Samsung. The phone is Samsung Galaxy A72 that was launched on March 17, 2021, and the phone known as a mid-range phone that is affordable price. Samsung decided to make a mid-range phone with the affordable price that you can buy. Let's start with the screen. So this is the screen of Samsung Galaxy A72. That is 6.7 inch Super AMOLED 1080p, and it has 90Hz refresh rate. So the phone uses biometrical fingerprint. So the phone has two stereo speakers that tuned and modified by Dolby Atmos, one on the top and one on the bottom, and it has 3.5mm headphone jack. And the battery capacity of this phone is 5,000 mAh, and the charging speed for this phone can reach to 25 watt using the chargers that provided by Samsung. The processor that Samsung Galaxy A72 use is Snapdragon 720G. That is decent for light gaming. And the storage of this phone is 256GB of ROM and 8GB of RAM. So the version Android that this phone uses is Android 11, and the UI, that is user interface of this phone, is Samsung UI 3.1. And let's move to the part that everyone's waiting for, that is camera. So we start with the rear camera first. The top one is wide camera, that is 12 megapixel. The middle one is main camera, that is 64 megapixel, and the bottom one is telephoto camera, that is 5 megapixel, and the small one here is macro camera, 5 megapixel. And for the front camera, Samsung put an 32 megapixel camera that is quite big for the front camera, that I believe that it can snap a really beautiful pictures and sharp detail on the picture, even it is from front camera. So for the video mode, we start with the rear camera first. So the video mode, we have four modes, that is 720p and 30 fps, and then 1080p with 30 fps, and then here we have 1080p and 16 fps, and the last one is Ultra HD, that is 4K and 30 fps. But 4K and 60 fps. So for the video recording on front camera, that is me and my cameraman, Daniel Iman. Shout out to him for helping me recording this bit. And for the front camera modes, surprisingly, it's the same as the rear camera. It has the same mode. 720p 30 fps, 880p 30 fps, and then 880p 60 fps and 4K 50 fps. Surprisingly, it has the same mode as the rear camera.
And for the special features on this phone, it has an rated IP67 that is water and dust resistant. It can stand up for 1.0 meters in the water for 13 minutes long. So it is okay to play and capture while if your phone gets a little bit wet. So last thing, that is price. For the price, it costs about 1,600 to 2,000. So for the spec like this, that is 8 gig RAM and 256 gig of ROM, it costs about 2,000. Does it afford it for you? You can think it and decide it. So that's all of my review for this phone. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad bin Fitri bin Arzemi. My message number is 17DPK21F1027. I will make comparison between Redmi Note 11S and Samsung Galaxy A72. First of all, Redmi Note 11S was released on 9 February 2022, while the Samsung Galaxy A72 was released on 17 March 2021. The cost is the next topic we discussed. The price between the Samsung Galaxy A72 and the Redmi Note 11S is RM999 for Redmi Note 11S and RM1,900 for the Samsung Galaxy A72. That means the Samsung Galaxy A72 is more expensive than the Redmi Note 11S. Furthermore, the Samsung Galaxy includes 6.7 Super AMOLED 90Hz screen compared to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11S 6.43 AMOLED 90Hz display. Samsung Galaxy A72 and the Redmi Note 11S both have a 5000 mAh battery. However, the Redmi Note 11S use a 33 watt charger as opposed to the 25 watt used by the Samsung Galaxy A72, meaning the battery will be fully charged faster on the Redmi Note 11S. Next, we move on to the camera, which is likely the most important factor of any smartphone. Redmi Note 11S use 108 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro, and 2 megapixel depth, and a 16 megapixel selfie camera. For the Samsung Galaxy A72, it used 64 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 8 megapixel tele, and 5 megapixel macro, and a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Therefore, it can be claimed that the Samsung Galaxy A72 dominates in the area of photography. Next, we go to the storage and ROM of both phones. Cameraman, please turn the phone. The Samsung Galaxy A72 has a total storage of 256GB, while the Redmi Note 11S has a storage of 128GB. Next is the RAM. Both phones have the same RAM, but the Redmi Note 11S has 3GB of extended RAM and the Samsung Galaxy A72 has 8GB of extended RAM. Okay, stop. For the camera comparison, we choose main camera, portrait, selfie portrait, and ultra wide. For the main camera, between the two phones, Samsung Galaxy A72 looks more realistic, the color is natural, and the details look perfect. Redmi Note 11S did a great job too, but in this comparison, I will give a prop to Samsung Galaxy A72. Okay, next we go to the portrait mode. For the portrait mode, Samsung Galaxy A72 looks more realistic, tone looks natural, the portrait cut looks perfect compared to Redmi Note 11S. Next we go to the selfie portrait. For the selfie portrait, I will say between the two phones is tight. It is because both the phone did the great job for selfie portrait mode. Okay. The last one is ultra wide mode. I would need to give the prop for the Samsung Galaxy A72 because the picture in this phone looks realistic and beautiful. The sky details is on point and the tone looks perfect and beautiful. That's all for the ultra wide camera. For the camera comparison, I think Samsung Galaxy Note A72 winning in this competition. Conclusion, I will choose the Redmi Note 11S because it's cheaper and has more or less the same spec as the Samsung Galaxy A72. It's just that the Redmi Note 11S lost when it comes to the camera. But I'm someone who doesn't care about the camera part, so I will choose the Redmi Note 11S. That's it. That's all for me. Thank you.